So now we just give these fish some time to settle in. You'll notice when you buy new fish, they pretty much have very little colour. Then when they settle in and they feel happy, then their colours will improve. And over time, the colours will, how colourful they are for some fish will demonstrate their readiness to breed and then also their dominance. So the next thing that we need to look for in any aquarium as you're establishing fish is dominance. So basically every single aquarium will have a hierarchy. So basically if you have a good boss in your aquarium, you'll have a good aquarium. If you have a bad boss in your aquarium, then you're going to have a bad aquarium. So what you want to be looking for is a dominant fish. Now the dominant fish will usually be a relatively large male, and you'll see him go around and give everyone a little bit of a push, but he won't hurt anyone. If you see that behaviour, then you've got a good boss and you're happy. Now a fish like a Venustus, this fella here, the army coloured one, he's typically a very good boss. Whereas other species of fish can be not as good. So you want to just watch their temperaments. Now, if you see a dominant fish and he's just picking on one fish all the time, then let's call him Hitler. And if you see Hitler, you want to get rid of him. You've got two options. So a dominant fish giving everyone a chase and not hurting anyone, beautiful. Even with a dominant fish, you'll often see two other fish fight and the dominant fish goes and breaks it up because he likes the hierarchy the way it is. And that's a really good dominant fish. And that means you're probably going to have a really good tank. If you get Hitler, then Hitler will pick one fish and just slowly wear it down. And then over weeks or months, he could even kill it. Then he'll pick another fish and he'll slowly wear that down. So don't be that person that comes in after a year all pissed off because Hitler's gone and killed all your fish, because usually it will happen over a long period of time. So if you see this behaviour, then you need to either get rid of Hitler or you need to put in something that's going to dominate Hitler. So if you have a good boss fish, often the Hitler fish doesn't even cause a problem. And you can get Hitler out of this tank and put it in another tank where it's not the boss. And sometimes that same fish will cause no problem because he'll be dominated by another fish. So once again, if Hitler goes in, he starts knocking off the Jews, then he goes for the Poles. If you see that behaviour, then either Hitler comes out, which is the best because sometimes that teaches the other fish bad habits, or a bigger fish goes in and that fish dominates Hitler, and then that can actually be okay, particularly if you've got lots of fish. Like, for example, if Hitler was a accountant, he probably wouldn't cause too much trouble. He'll probably just stuff your books up. But if Hitler's the Chancellor of Germany, then we have a big problem.